Hi, I'm Dave Wolber. So I've got a Hello World app. I just went through the default settings and created a skeleton app. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to import the Java Bridge library, a library of Java code that lets you kind of work with classes which are the same as the components in the App Inventor visual tool. So it's a very high-level library, and we are going to use this library to build some Android apps. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is choose the project view. So I'm going to go up to this little Android guy up here, and I'm going to choose project. That should probably be the default in Studio, but it's not. So I choose project. My app was called Red Click, or it's called Red Click 4, because I had some other Red Clicks, I think. And then I can see all my folders. Okay, and then I'm going to choose the app folder. And under that, you're going to see a number of subfolders, including my source code. That's where the Java will be. And there's a libs folder. So this is where I can bring in code libraries from elsewhere. And what I'm going to do is bring in a code library that is basically the Java code that App Inventor uses to when they generate apps for their visual tool. So I'm going to take you to a site. You can grab the URL here. Let's try to make it big enough so you can see it. Okay, and these are just some notes basically doing kind of what I'm telling you in this video, but I'm going to go down, and if I go down here I can download this jar file for the Java Bridge library. So I'm going to download it. Okay, and it's called Android runtime.jar. I'm going to keep it. So now it's on my computer, and what I want to do is get that into my app. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my file manager, and I'm going to go to my downloads, and there it is. Okay, and what I want to do is drag it right into the libs directory in Android Studio. Okay, and it's going to say, do you want to move it? Yes, I want to move it. Okay, and say yes, I want to unlock it. Okay, so now in my libs directory I've got the library I want. Okay, so I'm going to control click on that, right click if you're on Windows, and I'm going to add as library. Okay, and once I do that, so you say OK, now I'm set up to use this Java Bridge library in my app. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is grab a source file. So I'm going to grab a sample app for you to try. So I'm going to go back to my notes. Okay, and there's a Java file here. It's called screen1.java. Okay, and when you click it, it doesn't let you download it exactly. You just kind of have to grab the source code here. Okay, so I'm going to grab it all, Command C to copy it. I'm going to bring up Text Wrangler, or you can bring up any editor you want, create a new file, and just stick this stuff in it. Okay, and call this screen1.java. If you were able to download it, some browsers will let you download from that page directly, but I'm going to do that, and let's stick it in my downloads for now. Screen1.java, save it, and this is our sample code that we're gonna run. Okay. All right. So I've got that downloaded now, and that's what I need to do is put it into my app. So I've got a source folder, and then I choose main and choose Java, and here's kind of the Java code for my app, and here's the default Java code, main activity, and we're not going to use that. We're going to use the Java I just created, the screen1.java file. Okay, so once again, I'll go to my file manager, go to downloads, there's screen1.java, and I'm going to drag this in and put it right in this com.example.redclick folder. Okay, and yeah, I want to move it. Good. Okay, I want to add this in. So now I've got the file I want, and it's my sample Java Bridge file. And we can look at it real quick. Let me close these other files. I mean, essentially, it creates a button to start the app out, and then it has an event where if the event is a click on that button, it makes the button turn red. Okay, pretty not too exciting app, but that's what we want. So I've got my library in place, and notice my sample code. If you look at these imports, it uses stuff from the library. Okay, the Android runtime jar. All right, and now I need to do one more thing. apps have a manifest file, which kind of tell you a few things like configuration things. And one thing it does is tell you which of these files to start the app with. Okay, so you have to go back to change the view again. Go back to the Android view. Okay, and once you've done that, you'll see these manifests or manifest directory, and open the Android manifest.xml. Okay, now there's a bunch of configuration stuff in here. All we care about is we want to change the activity name. I'm going to change that to screen 1. Okay, there it is. I'm going to save all, make sure that file gets saved. And now I think I'm all set. So I'm going to try to run my app again. Because I did this change, now screen 1 is going to be called instead of main activity, and I should get a app that shows a button that I can click. So I'm going to run my app. This is going to bring up a choice. You know, do I want to, which emulator do I want to run it on? And I want to run it on the running device, which I started in the previous tutorial. I'm going to click OK. And it'll take a little time to kind of load this new updated app. But you're going to see it here in a second. Just be patient. And there it goes. You can see the app kind of tells you what's going on, or the studio tells you what's going on. And so here's my app, very simple app. It's got a green button. If I click it, it turns red. Okay. Well, anyway, that's how you're going to build your Java Bridge apps, and in future tutorials we'll do a bunch more complicated things.